Ladies of Reddit, what is one gesture you appreciate that guys don't do enough?
Like and subscribe, or else these'll be in your bed tonight.
Forehead kisses, cheek kisses, hell, even nose kisses. You don't need an all-out makeout session. The sweet little peck will almost always make me want to turn and kiss you back. That shit makes me melt. Hug us from behind around the waist. I've fallen asleep in his lap many times when I don't play video games with him. I'll wake up a little when he turns the game off, but he doesn't notice. Instead, he reaches for a pillow, lifts my head up a little and places my head on it so I can keep sleeping. We call it the Indiana Jones maneuver. I fall for him all over again every time. Jesus Christ, I wish I could have this. Saying thank you. It was one of the things I really noticed about my fiancé. He says thank you whenever I do anything for him. Pick him up from work, make dinner, make him a coffee. I'd never had a guy that showed his appreciation for the little things like that, and it really feels nice. Edit. Thank you so much for the Reddit gold. And my fiancé is Australian by the way, but maybe a Canadian at heart. Helping me with my jacket. It's a very sweet and forgotten thought. In a committed relationship, pulling back the covers and inviting me into bed with you. It's such a simple gesture of warmth and love. This is extremely sweet and makes me feel lonely. Sounds so cozy. Notice the little things. A lot of women put effort into the little details of their appearance. This guy I was dating once noticed that my nail polish color matched the stone in my necklace. He said, I think it's really cool you pay attention to details like that. Major points. When I was little, I asked my mom once if guys actually noticed all the small details girls put so much effort into when it comes to appearance, and she said, I don't think guys notice all the details, but they notice the complete package. If you didn't put all the effort into the little details, the complete package wouldn't stand out. I didn't notice how much I loved this gesture until recently, but when a guy puts his arm around you and rubs your arm, it for some reason makes me feel great and closer to him. Little things that show he thought about me, even if for no more than 10 seconds. Grab a sticky note, draw a lopsided heart on it. If I can't draw a good one, I don't expect you to, and stick it in my purse for me to find later. If we are in the car and a song you know I like comes on, turn the volume up just enough for me to notice. If we are in separate rooms doing things, randomly walk into my room, kiss me on the top of the head, and walk back out. No words required. Stuff like that. Just tiny little things that say, oh hi, by the way, I care. Remembering details from previous conversations and showing you he listens/remembers. Edit. Yes, some men have bad memories and it's not their fault. The thing I really love about men bringing up small details is that it catches me off guard and makes me feel special. Almost the same effect can be achieved with compliments or private thoughts you wouldn't usually share. Make simple moments special. See, it doesn't work for me anymore. I used to be able to impress her with all the things that I can remember her saying when we first met, what she wore on which date, and where we went to on the date, that she wore that outfit etc etc. But then she found out that I actually have freakishly good memory. So now she gets angry when I don't remember what she said last night because she knows I just wasn't paying attention. TLDR, never admit to her, so you have good memory. It will be used against you. Edit. Wow, I guess I'm not the only one that goes through this. Haha, glad to know. I love when my boyfriend showers with me and he washes my hair and body. It feels very primal in a way, because now humans view bathing as something private and sanitary, but when someone else does it out of love and care, it is relaxing and it really brings you closer together. It also makes you corny as shit, so if you're looking for a way to get weighed, there you go. This thread has made me feel the feeling of loneliness. Touch. I remember touch. Just say something, like you look nice today. Seriously. The last guy I saw never complimented me once. It's not like he had to, but never hearing was kind of saddening. Especially when I complimented him more often. Goodbye kisses in the morning. Yes. And hello kisses when you get home. My ex used to get mad at me if I didn't kiss her goodbye in the morning, and we'd always run to the door to greet whomever of us was coming home. There's nothing like a hug from your sweetheart to make you feel at home. Yeah, no? I should have known it was over when she stopped coming to greet me at the door. And now I've made myself sad. Shit. Come here. Bring it in tight. Bro hug. Grabbing me a drink / etc. I don't mind doing it for you when you ask, or asking while I'm up / out if you'd like something. I don't mind leaving the house for you at 1 AM and driving across town because you have a craving for something. But for every 10 or 20 times I do that, do it once me too long. I did not read it, my guy. By the way, I love all my viewers. Hope you have a great day. Reciprocate gestures of convenience. Not a lady, but been living with one for years. Women are socially conditioned to lie about what they really want from you, for fear of appearing needy or some bullshit. They also love having their goddamned minds read instead of clearly and verbally expressing their needs. Now, obviously, you can't read minds, but you can create the illusion of divination by observing and anticipating what your lady might need from you, and then just doing it without asking if you should, and before she has to ask for it. Remember, she wants you to read her mind, so she doesn't have to break conditioning and appear needy. So if she's having trouble, say, carrying a bunch of heavy grocery bags in the house, walk up to her and take those bags. Don't ask if she needs help, which will ruin the mind reading bit of the whole operation, and b. force her to lie and say no, I'm okay, and potentially make it awkward if you still try to take the bags from her. Just cheerfully say, let me help you with that, sweetie, as you grab the bags from her hand. She might be all like, oh, I'm fine, honey. You just smile and say don't worry about it, and carry those heavy ass bags inside while you curse the day you stopped going to the gym under your breath. Or say it's chilly out and she's looking kinda cold. Take your coat off and put it on her back and say, here, honey, you look cold, without asking her if she wants your coat first. She gets home tired from work and you're sitting on her favorite chair. Get up and say, sit down, babe, you look like shit. Or whatever you two are comfortable telling each other. You get the idea. Don't waste time asking her what she wants. Observe, anticipate, act, and get ready for all the hair jobs that will inevitably follow. As someone who doesn't wear makeup that often, recognize that she put some effort into her appearance, and tell her she looks nice. You look absolutely exquisite this fine day. Tips Fedora. Honoring what you say you are going to do. If you say you'll call me later tonight, then do it. If you offer to grab takeout on the way home, do it. A conversation between a work colleague and me. My wife has been a bit down, and I want to cheer her up. What should I do? Me, buy her flowers. But she's not the sort of woman who goes for flowers. Me, and you know this, because of the many previous times you've bought her flowers and she's treated them with disdain. Good point. I've never actually bought her flowers before. A week later. I bought her flowers. It worked. Half the time it is the thought that counts. Flowers are happy, pretty little things, and are common romantic gifts in our society. Even if she isn't super into flowers, the gesture will mean a lot. When you're down, it is nice to know someone thought and cared enough to give you a present that is intended purely for your own enjoyment, and which you can display to remind you of that intent for a while. My BF has to be up early for PT every morning, and he usually has to turn the lights on to rummage around for his shorts and shoes and such. But, of course, the light wakes me up. Recently I noticed he'll walk over and gently pull the covers up over my face before flicking the lights on, so it's not as harsh or doesn't wake me up. You know, typing that out sounds a tad creepy, but I promise it's sweet. Edit. Was not expecting an overwhelming number of you to suggest that. If he was really sweet, he would just get everything ready the night before. This, however, makes far too much sense. I'm really satisfied enough to just have my head covered. Walk on the outside of the sidewalk. Old chivalrous gesture that not enough guys know. I think also not enough girls know this to appreciate it. Wash your hands after coming back from the bathroom. We can tell if you haven't, and we will probably talk about it later amongst ourselves. When you go in for the kiss, gently hold her face. This is so ducking romantic. This gesture comes from the heart and can't be faked. Guys can hold the door open, pay for dinner, etc., but it's this that kills me. Good luck.